Welcome everybody to another episode of Lockdown 23 and 1. That's right, today we're going to be speaking about the prolific killer Jodi Arias. Some of y'all might not have ever heard of her, but I'm going to break down a few things of what she did as well as what's going on with her in prison. Not going to lie, I was pretty shocked when I seen some of the things that I seen in this article. Now, before we get into it, of course, as always, if you're new and enjoy all things lockup or crime related, then this is where you want to be. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave, and check out my playlist with many more videos for you to start watching today. Alright, the article starts off saying Jodi Arias is serving a life sentence in Arizona for murdering her on-off boyfriend in 2008. She's in prison serving life. How is she doing? Is she in danger? Are people trying to attack her? No, that's definitely not the case. It says the convicted murderer, who turned 44 this week, works with her family to maintain a website and Instagram page of her work. What kind of work? It says regardless of her being in there for murder, it hasn't stopped her from selling her artwork online for thousands of dollars. Now, is her artwork any good? I'm going to show you some pictures here in a second. It might blow your mind a bit. It says, while her website claims that she is not currently accepting commissions, Arias acknowledges on Instagram that she recently painted a cow after someone I really couldn't turn down asked me to paint one for the office. I wonder who that could have been, where she said she couldn't turn him down. Possibly someone that kept her from getting the death penalty. This is the cow, and man, it ain't that bad, is it? She's pretty good. Cute little cow. Let's go ahead and read the comments here on the side of the photo. The first comment's from Art by Jodi Arias, probably giving a description of the artwork. It says, well, I can finally add a cow to my repertoire. I'd never painted or drawn one before. So when someone I really couldn't turn down asked me to paint one for her office, I said I would need a photo for reference. She ended up printing out a generic stock photo and I went to work. An officer interested in the painting's progress kept asking how old girl was coming along. She said it several times and it clicked. That's the title. I painted Old Girl with acrylic and small 8x8 inch canvas while listening to Everything's Eventual by Stephen King on audio. I don't know about y'all, but that's just a little creepy. Oh, she killed people on the streets and now she's listening to Stephen King audio tracks as she paints. If that don't scream a diabolical perfect artist, I don't know what does. Believe it or not, in the art world, that's like a diamond in the rough. Just imagine hanging that up in your living room and telling the backstory on it. That's Jodi Arias, a murderer, painted that while listening to Stephen King. And her artwork isn't cheap. According to her website, an original acrylic painting titled Beyond the Horizon is selling for $2,500. Prints of her work range from $28 to $39. She also sells a set of collectible postcards for $34.95. Man, she is hustling. But this is the Beyond the Horizon acrylic painting that she was speaking about. Listed on her website for sale for $2,500. I'm not going to lie. That's a beautiful piece as well. Wow. Very talented. Like I said, Arias is serving a life sentence for first-degree murder after she was convicted in the 2008 death of Travis Alexander at his home in Mesa. She is not eligible for parole. Prosecutors allege that Arias attacked Alexander in a jealous rage after he planned to trip to Mexico with another woman. According to the evidence presented at the trial, Alexander sustained 27 stab wounds, a slit throat, and a gunshot wound to the head. She made sure he wasn't coming back. Crazy to think that those same neck-slitting hands are making bank in prison with artwork. But like I said, man, the art world, it can get pretty freaky. And that can add a ton of value to your artwork just because you're a killer. It goes on saying that police searched Alexander's home and found his digital camera in the washing machine. They were able to recover deleted images showing Arias and Alexander in sexual poses. Photos taken moments later showed Alexander profusely bleeding on the bathroom floor. Wow, so she took photos of it? Arias admitted that she killed the 30-year-old boyfriend Alexander but claimed it was self-defense after he attacked her. The guilty phase of Arias' trial ended in 2013 with jurors convicting her but deadlocking on whether to sentence her to death. A second sentencing began in late 2014 and stretched into early 2015, also resulting in a jury deadlock. That required a judge to sentence Arias to prison for life without parole. But it all started in 2008, didn't end till 2015. That just goes to show you, man, with these murder cases, high-profile situations, it could take a very long time for it to be finished. It's strange, though, for a normal individual, you'd be in and out going straight to prison in less than a year. Makes no sense to me, right? Also, what makes no sense to me is how these killers are able to do all this stuff. The people that they kill ain't even able to eat or drink no more, but these people can make money off their paintings. I understand their punishment is life in prison without parole, but I believe it should go above and beyond the walls. Ruthless killers, pedophiles, I believe should be in prison without being able to get commissary, make money or nothing. Just like if you get caught fighting in prison, what do? They take your phone calls, your visits, your commissary. Well, if the crime is heinous enough, I believe you should never be allowed to get that at all once you step foot in there. The case turned into a media circus as salacious and violent details about Arias and Alexander were broadcasted live around the world and turned Arias into one of the most infamous criminal defendants in America. While many states have son of Sam laws that prevent criminals from profiting from their crimes, there is no direct link between Arias' artwork and the murder of Alexander. I remember covering a story a little bit about this. What's his name was trying to sell stuff and they stopped him from doing it. Manson, Charles Manson. I believe they stopped him from selling stuff because it was kind of related to the crime that he was in there for. Certain things, at least. I know he was selling lockets of hair and all kinds of stuff. But these high-profile prolific killers, man, they got a lot of support, believe it or not. On Arias' website, her family writes that the revenue from the artwork is used to purchase more supplies. 10% of it is donated to select nonprofit organizations. I don't trust that. The website says some of it will go towards Jodi's appeals. Come on, y'all know damn well some of that money's going to ramen noodles and honey buns. But at the same time, I can definitely see how paint supplies can be pricey in prison. Either way, Jodi Arias is thriving in prison after brutally killing her boyfriend. Man, like I said, it just don't make no sense. Homeboy got stabbed over 20 times with his neck slit, bleeding out on the floor. Now she's whipping up paintings, making bank. If I was the guy who got stabbed up, I'd be pissed up there in the upper room. Even if she is in prison, it don't matter. You gotta make their life in prison miserable. Just like these new rules with sex offenders in some states, they can get the death penalty. Okay, if you can sentence these people to death or life in prison, then you should be able to sentence them to no commissary, no painting, no PlayStation or Xbox playing. Because some of these prisons, you go gym, you can do that. Nothing fun should be allotted to these individuals. I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me, but like I said, case-by-case situations, ones that are just truly heinous. Do y'all agree? Or do you think that just being sentenced to prison for these type of individuals is good enough? Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to hear your input. One of the main things that makes me think like that is Chris Watts' situation. I hate to bring it up once again. He's in there eating snack foods, gaining weight. And what he did, man, yeah, there's no way in hell if I was a warden, he'd be getting any snacks. Anyways, I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to ask a favor from y'all. Today is my middle child's birthday. If you can, wish her a wonderful happy birthday in the comment section below. Her name is Alina. She will be 8 years old. But honestly, I wasn't going to do a video today. I'm trying to rush it and get it done before she even wakes up. I just seen this story pop up in my little news things that I follow. And I said, man, I got to bring it your way. But stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. I got plenty more content coming your way. And as always, until the next time, y'all be easy, be safe, and more importantly than anything, stay free.